Good afternoon, Presidents fans, and welcome back to another segment of the Quincy High School Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Kevin Mahoney, Athletic Director here at Quincy High School. We hope that all our students and their families had a wonderful summer vacation, and we are excited to see our student athletes back in action. In today's episode, we will spotlight the football program under new head coach Kevin Carey. Coach Carey has been part of the President's football program for a number of years as a defensive coordinator and was recently hired as the new head coach. The team is 2 games into this season and still has a lot of work to do to get where they want to be when Thanksgiving rolls around. Let's take a look at some of the highlights as we discuss their first 2 matchups. The Presidents opened their season on Friday, September 17th against Braintree over at North Quincy's Creedon Field. In front of a sellout crowd, the team battled to the final whistle and showed great signs of toughness, heart, and execution. Trailing 14-0 in the first half, sophomore quarterback Amarion Robinson connected with senior wide receiver Aiden O'Connell for a 25-yard touchdown reception to cut the lead in half. Braintree was able to get 2 more touchdowns in the third quarter to extend their lead. Quincy then scored a late touchdown grab by Derek Little, but it was not enough as Braintree was victorious 28-13. The Presidents then traveled to Milton High School this past Friday night. In what was a lopsided game, the Presidents could not contain the talented Wildcats and were defeated. The team has been battling a few injuries to some of their senior players who should be ready to return to the field this week. As far as the entire program goes, our sub-varsity teams have been competing at a high level in the first 2 weeks. Both the freshman and JV teams have a record of 1-1. Freshmen defeated Braintree and lost a close one to Milton. The JV team lost to Braintree but responded with a win this past weekend against Milton. The varsity team will return to action this Friday night when they host Silver Lake, 7 p.m. over at North Quincy's Creedon Field. Their next home game would be Friday, October 12th versus Duxbury High School. That game should be able to return to Veterans Stadium and will be our senior night. At this time, we would like to welcome in 2 of our seniors and captains of the football team, Mark McKenna and Andrew Rooney. Guys, thank you for taking some time to sit down and talk with us today. Just had a couple questions for you guys. So, describe your senior season. What's your goals and expectations for this year in the team?
I think our main goals is just to stay as a team and win some games. We all want to be in the same mindset and have a winning mentality and just come out with a couple W's this year.
Yeah, just like Andrew said, didn't get off to the way we wanted to start. Like you said, we were plagued with some injuries. We should come back strong this Friday and have a strong rest of the season.
All right, so as you said, Mark, obviously in an 0-2 hole right now, heading into league play. What do you guys think that you guys need to do as a team to get back on the right track and get a win this Friday night?
I think the main thing is we need to practice the right way. We need to practice hard, practice full speed, and because if you practice good, then you play good. Yeah. So with hard practice, we could come out with a W this week.
Yeah, really good practice yesterday. I think we're really starting to click and bond with each other a little bit more. And, no one's getting down on each other. We're not blaming anyone for everything. So our mentality's in the right place, and it's gonna help us in the end.
Good. Now, as 2 senior leaders on the team, as captains, what's your message to the younger guys in the locker room, so the sophomores on JV or even the freshman level, as they make their way up to the varsity level eventually, and as they begin their career as just student athletes in general? I
think for football-wise, I think the biggest thing is definitely to be in the weight room, because that shows who's in the weight room and who's not, because people can't physically compete with other teams because they haven't been in the weight room.
Yeah, definitely that. The weight room's a big one. And not get down on each other. You're going to go through some rough times. Our 2019 class especially been through some pretty rough times with the prior classes, but it's all about not getting down on each other and just enjoy it. It goes by fast. Can't believe it's my senior season already. So I just enjoy it and make the most of it. You want to be able to look back with pride on it.
Yep. And then as seniors, how's it going to feel? Playing on Thanksgiving against North Quincy, that last game ever, really, as a high school career?
I think it's going to feel great because we haven't been as lucky the past 2 years, but I think this year we got a real shot to take them down.
Yeah, a lot of vengeance built up. We haven't beaten North Quincy, and this is our last chance to show it. So we're going to come out hard and strong and hopefully pull out a win.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for sitting down with us today.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's all we have for today's episode, but please check out all athletic teams as they are full swing into their fall schedules. All game dates and times can be found on our QPS website. And please tune in next time for more QHS sports stories and highlights. In the past, we've had a lot of cuts.